In our headlines this morning, Anambra urged to appreciate numerous democracy dividends Governor Soludo provided for them. Uduf pushes for justice, identity awareness among youths. Federal government announces first International Civil Service Conference. From the foreign scene, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu survives opposition attempt to dissolve Israeli parliament. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report on scrupulous elements to the security operatives. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 0800 2200 008. ABS TV is now live on cable free-to-air Strong TV channel 68. Join us. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonya Mokoye. Now, as Nigerians celebrate Democracy Day, the Speaker of Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, has extolled those distinguished and visionary statesmen and women who have made significant contributions and sacrifices for the realization of Nigeria's democracy, describing their efforts as selfless and gallantry. Felicitating Nigerians, Right Honorable Udeze noted that the history of Nigeria's democracy has not been smooth until 1999, when true and uninterrupted democracy returned, stressing that democracy has allowed active participation of citizens in choosing their leaders and contributing to the well-being of the masses. The Speaker, who regretted the spate of corruption and economic challenges confronting the masses, maintained that a collective solution to address corruption and foster a broad-based prosperity is required to enjoy a country that is not for a few privileged individuals, but for all Nigerians. He enjoined Anambra to appreciate the numerous democracy dividends Governor Chukwuma Soludo's administration has provided for them in many areas by supporting his re-election in the forthcoming Anambra State Government election on November 8, 2025. Right Honorable Udeze called on Nigerians to use this Democracy Day anniversary to rededicate themselves for genuine service to the country and shun acts capable of truncating the nation's democracy. To mark this year's Africa Day, the Ultimate Destiny Uplifters Foundation, Uduf Africa, hosted a colorful event at Hilltop School Field, Nkwele Zunaka, which centered on the theme, Justice for Africans and People of African Descent through reparations. The event drew together community stakeholders, students, and cultural advocates. Correspondent Faith Onyemoche now reports.
Foundation, known for its work in entrepreneurship, leadership, community service, and volunteerism, brought together youth, cultural performers, and community leaders for a powerful blend of advocacy and celebration. In separate speeches, the founder of Uduf Africa, Dr. Smart Ezuma, the executive director, Uduf Africa, Blessing Asonye, said the essence of the event was to communicate the importance of transforming the hearts of African youth.
A day set aside to recognize the beauty, resilience, and boundless potential of Africa and our people.
African youth needs to know the reason why they are Africans, and they have to value our culture, they have to value our system, and they have to try their best to bring out what they have to make Africa better.
Receiving an award on behalf of the traditional ruler of Nkwele Zunanka, Igwe Obiora Anachuna, the President General Ogbuefi Wilfred Okafor praised Uduf Africa for inspiring young minds. Community figures who spoke to the ABS expressed gratitude to UDUF Africa for bringing the celebration to their community and sowing seeds of hope among the youths. From Nkwale Zunanka, Faith Onyemuche, ABS News.
In case you're just dropping by, this is ABS Television News. Up ahead, federal government announces first International Civil Service Conference. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu survives opposition's attempt to dissolve Israeli parliament. We'll take a short break here. The news returns after now. Do join us again.
The #1 oral care brand in the world. For zero cavities and long-lasting fresh breath. Mom, it's your time to brush. Mama and Papa buy up, use up, and shine your smile. No more cover mouth. Because with Colgate, that's what we are done with your smile.
You're welcome back to the rest of the news. The Nigerian Civil Service is taking bold steps towards global excellence as it prepares to host the first ever International Civil Service Conference after this month in Abuja. Announcing the event during a press briefing, the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Mrs. Didi Esther Wilson-Jack, revealed that the conference will be the highlight of this year's Civil Service Week. Our ABS Abuja Bureau Chief, Ekwi Ajide, filed this report.
A summit themed Rejuvenate, Innovate and Accelerate is expected to draw over 5,000 participants, including reformers, public sector leaders, and development partners from across Africa and beyond. She disclosed that President Bola Tinubu is built to open the conference on the 25th of June at the Eagle Square, while activities for the week also include interfaith prayers, a study tour, wellness events, and an award ceremony to honor outstanding civil servants. The head of service said the initiative aligns with the African Union's Agenda 2063 and Nigeria's ongoing civil service reforms under the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan.
By hosting this conference, Nigeria reaffirms its leadership in shaping Africa's accountable, innovative, and citizen-responsive public service ecosystem.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
On the foreign scene, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's right-wing coalition has survived a major political test after the Knesset rejected an opposition-led bid to dissolve parliament and trigger early elections. The motion was defeated by a vote of 61 to 53 in the 120-seat legislature, despite speculation that some ultra-Orthodox members of Netanyahu's coalition might back the move over disagreement on military service exemptions. The opposition, made up largely of centrists and left-wing factions, had hoped to exploit growing divisions within the coalition, particularly over a contentious draft law addressing exemptions for ultra-Orthodox men from compulsory military service. Before the vote, Yuli Edelstein, a lawmaker from Netanyahu's right-wing Likud party, announced that after lengthy discussions, parties had agreed on the principles on which the draft conscription law will be based. Though details were not disclosed, Edelstein said the proposed legislation would aim to expand military recruitment and strengthen national security. The debate over ultra-Orthodox military exemptions has become increasingly urgent during Israel's ongoing conflict in Gaza, now nearing 20 months. On sports news, Poland coach Michael Probies, who had been feuding with star striker Robert Lewandowski, has resigned for the good of the national team. Progress said he has come to the conclusion that in the current situation, the best decision for the good of the national team will be his resignation from the position of a selector, adding that performing the function was the fulfillment of his professional dreams and the greatest honor in his life. Lewandowski's announcement that he would boycott the team while Progress remained coach was followed by a 2-1 loss away to Finland that knocked Poland off the top of their European World Cup qualifying group. Lewandowski was unhappy that he had been stripped of the captain's armband by Progress. Progress had been coach since September 2023. He led Poland to the Euro 2024 finals, where they failed to win a game and were eliminated in the group stage. And that sports news concludes the news this morning. Now remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television, on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main news again. The Anambra have been urged to appreciate numerous democracy dividends Governor Soludo provided for them. Uduf has pushed justice identity awareness among youths. Federal government has announced first international civil service conference, and from the foreign scene, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has survived opposition's attempt to dissolve Israeli parliament. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 0800-2200-008. ABS Television is now live on cable free-to-air Strong TV, channels 68. Do join us. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonya Nwokoye. Good morning and have a blessed day.